Hello, how are you today?
Hello, doctor. Yes, doctor, I'm here for my dad.
I see.
I'm his carer, and so I can discuss him with you. Basically, he had a fall the day before, and then basically he's been in pain because he's I think his left, yeah, his left thigh is bruised, and he's got pain in there. So I was wondering if you could give us some painkiller. You know, my sister gave him some painkiller called Panadin Forte, and it helps a lot.
I see.
So yeah, so could we have a prescription for that, please?
I see. So I'm sorry to hear that your father has fell. Can you tell me more about his fall? Did anything precede that? Did he lose consciousness? Did he hit his head?
Uh, well, I don't think so. It's actually I wasn't there. My sister was with him. She said that he wanted to go to toilet, and he stood up to go to the toilet, and then he fell down basically.
I see.
Yeah, but I don't know if she didn't mention anything about
I see. Did he
unconsciousness.
lose consciousness?
I don't know. It's my sister didn't say it, so probably
And
not.
how is he doing mentally now? Like, is he sharp? Is he feeling sleepy, or like, does he feel weak in any of his
Um,
muscles?
no, he's okay. He eats, he speaks, and with this tablet he can walk to toilet,
I
so
see.
that helps a
So
lot.
I see. So I can see that your father fell, and he also has a previous problem of atrial fibrillation,
That's
and
right.
you're worried that he's in pain, and you want some pain medication, and you already gave him some, right?
That's right. Yeah, that was very good. Yes,
I see.
and yeah, and there's no aspirin. I checked to make sure there's no aspirin in the painkiller.
I see. Good. So my worry now is that it may not be your father's only problem. His fall could have led to more problems, and I don't know his situation now with regards to his blood coagulation situation. So I would like if he agrees to come at his home and visit him, and after I visit him, we can go ahead with painkillers or any other medication that he needs. Do you agree with that plan?
Yes, yeah, but you're welcome to come anytime, doctor. But he's in real pain. Could we have the painkiller first, and then
I
you
see.
come and make an assessment?
I understand that it could be very distressing for you to see your father in pain, but I'm worried that we may prescribe a painkiller that does not fit your father or interacts with the medication he has. As you know, the warfarin that he uses may interact with other drugs. So I need to be sure with regards to his bleeding, is he has other injuries or is he has internal bleeding, then we can go ahead with the painkiller. Do you agree with that plan?
Okay. Internal bleeding. What do you mean by internal bleeding?
There may be, you mentioned that your father has some bruising, right?
Yes.
We don't know the extent of his bleeding. It could be much worse from the inside. So we have to evaluate him first.
Okay. Okay. So what about the pain? He's in pain now. What should we do?
I understand. I think the best course of action would be for me to visit him first to see what is his situation. Then we can do something about his pain too.
Okay.
Because I'm more worried about his bleeding problems compared. I understand that the pain could be distressing for you, but the bleeding problem could be much more important.
Okay. Uh, you
Yeah,
mentioned that there are some medications that might fit him. Because you said this one may not fit him, but is there any medication that would fit him?
there are some, but I need to see how is he doing with regards to his blood situation.
Hmm.
Before that, I don't know if his the current dose of his drug is sufficient, or like because these some of these painkillers interact with the amount of the warfarin that he's using, the efficacy of the warfarin. So I need to check him first to see how is his blood
Right.
situation first.
Okay,
So
just to make sure that he hasn't got any serious
yeah.
problem first. Okay, doctor. Okay,
Do you
that's
have
good.
any more concern that I can address?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, much better.
Yeah, you're right. When like I ask more questions, it helps a lot.
Okay. Now, mm, should I play and you are the patient?
I think we're good with this case. We can go with another
Okay.
case.
Okay. Good. All right. Right. But what I think something you can do is to push the patient. It's basically if you push, if you don't need to say no at all. Okay. If you keep saying, okay, so and so what is his blood pressure like now? And the patient says, I don't
I
know.
see.
Is there any change in the bruise, or is it getting bigger? Is there any throbbing or anything? And does it hurt when you touch it? But I don't know. I haven't touched it. I haven't looked at it again.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so when he says I don't know several times, so I didn't see him. I don't know about unconsciousness. My sister was there. I don't know his blood pressure. I don't know if it's throbbing or if it has got bigger. So I don't know basically. And in that case, you say, okay, so that means that I have to come and see him. Uh,
I see.
so you can say, well, so I guess I have to come and see him. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't even need to say no, or you don't even need to say that I'm not going to give him prescription. What you can say also is that, well, I've put him, we're very busy, but it doesn't matter because he's our priority now. So I would make time. I make sure I come and see him as soon as possible.
I see. Yeah.
And basically, I just need to give him a call and ask for his permission. Then the patient can say, no, I'm the registered carer, so I can consent instead of him. But you say, okay, it's good practice anyway to speak to the patient.
I see.
Okay,
Thank you.
good. Right, let's see what other scenarios could be difficult. Okay. Right. So we have a patient who's comes with a specific request, and then what other scenarios could be difficult?
Like a drug
Patients.
addict patient could be
Mhm,
difficult.
mhm.
Uh,
Uh,
patient
the
with impaired
patients.
judgment could be difficult.
Mhm. The type of patients they give us in this exam, patients not engaging or not accepting uh, course of treatment. Okay, uh, basically they want something else. So what should we do in that case?
I don't know.
Mm,
Or not accepting. For not accepting, we have to ask them if they understand what would be the consequence of not receiving treatment.
mhm.
So maybe they don't understand the situation. Like we
Okay.
need to know if they understand the situation and they can make a like logical reasoning for not accepting the treatment.
Good.